Okay, everybody, this video screencast is for people who are running into an issue, usually with their customers, where they're getting a loader instead of the application just loading. If I reload this page, for example, instead of it loading like that, the loader just stays, or they get a blank page or something like that. And I have been trying now for the last few days to reproduce this error or this condition without a whole lot of success. So I've been actually trying to inquire back with the person reporting it. What browser are they using? What version is it? What kind of device is this? Is this a mobile device? Are they on Windows? Like, what version of Windows? I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. Like, which framework is not loading? What's causing that initialization script to fail? So I loaded up, Firefox, Chrome, different versions of Chrome. I couldn't get it to do it there. I loaded Edge. It works fine. And I finally did, not that I'm too surprised about this, but I didn't realize there were actually some people really using Internet Explorer, the old version, like the IE11 still, but there are. And I found that that seems to be the problem. So I'm going to show you what it will do at the moment. The way I've got the code configured, it's going to load, but you're going to see the error. So this is Internet Explorer version 11. I just copied an email link in that you would normally see. Oops, I didn't hit enter. There we go. And it's going to give me, there it is, promise is undefined. I'm trying to load the I18N library. That's for language translation. So I caught the error, and what I'm doing right now is I'm rendering out the screen that says that looks like your browser's not supported, blah, blah, blah. And I was going to stop right here. I was going to basically say, if you're using Internet Explorer 11, I mean, come on, it's time to load Chrome, it's time to load Edge, Firefox, something a little more modern. But I know how users are. some users are, at least. And some people they're just not that savvy. They would probably say, what do? I don't even know how to do that. So I was trying to figure out a way to get it to support that, to allow promises. So I did some poking around. I tried a couple different JavaScript shims that didn't work. But I found quite a few different developers that were pointing to... oh, by the way, just so you know, if you go to this site called caniuse.com and you put in promises, this is going to tell you what browsers support that. And you'll see right here, IE, Internet Explorer, and BlackBerry and Opera Mini. Everybody else is supporting it. So that's why it was so hard for me to reproduce this error, because only one browser essentially doesn't do it. All right. So what do? So they have this library called Bluebird, which basically gives you the support for using promises in older browsers. I'll be honest with you, I haven't done a ton of testing with it. I loaded it up and it works. I did a few different things in the application and it seems to work fine. But I don't know how long, because I decided I'm probably going to just go ahead and implement this so that we can have support for IE11 for a little bit longer at least, just to give people a chance to get off of it. Maybe we'll put some kind of warning notice on the screen saying, hey, we're not going to support Internet Explorer anymore after such and such date. But I thought it'd be better to phase that out, not just give them an ugly error message that they can't do a whole lot with. So I added this library in, and even though I have it disabled right now, because you can see it didn't work. So I'm going to pause this screencast for just a sec, because I'm going to re-enable it. Okay, I've done that, and I've got the link again. I'm going to paste that into the address bar. I'm going to hit enter, and it works. So that's with Internet Explorer 11. Theoretically, it should also work with other browsers if that was in fact the real issue with the loader just showing up like that. So hopefully, if it wasn't IE11, if it was some other browser, some other issue, this thing will catch it as well. But if not, obviously let me know right away, so that I can try to, the main thing I want to do if you're running into this still is I want to reproduce the error. I want to see it. I want to see what code it's getting tripped up on, so that we can either handle it or just redirect the user somewhere else or tell them what to do. It's not good right now that it would just be left there on a loader like that. But a couple things about this, though, I noticed when I was loading this up in Internet Explorer 11, is it doesn't seem like support for some of the icons, which I'm assuming might be okay. For example, this one I believe loads icons on the fly based on the domain of the primary user. That doesn't seem to work on here. That's using some new kind of JavaScript that does that. Same thing up here. I noticed there's a little X. It usually just means a dead link there, and it didn't load here as well. I noticed that these fields, they don't look really proper. They should have more padding. So I see there's issues. It's not broken. It will load. If I go to a payment screen, it will work. But I'm seeing that Internet Explorer is definitely doesn't conform well to today's standards for every other browser that's out there that's modern. So what to do about that? Well, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and let this stay for now. I'm going to load that Bluebird library up so that we can get past the promise error. But I am going to probably put it on track for being deprecated, no longer supported, Internet Explorer. The same way that Zendesk is doing. I think they said they're going to see support of IE 11 as of the end of this year. I might do it quicker than that. I just want to make sure that we phase it out, at least let some people know a little bit in advance. So maybe we'll put some kind of message in the browser, a month before or something like that to say, hey, this browser's, Internet Explorer will no longer be supported as of such and such date. And then if you try to load it, you're going to get that message you saw a little while ago saying that it's not supported until, install a modern browser in order to use the app. So let me know your thoughts on this, your feedback. It doesn't really seem like Microsoft is very intent on fixing anything in IE 11. They're pushing Microsoft Edge is now really their browser, not Internet Explorer. It is kind of an old, archaic browser that it's pretty much going away, it looks like. So, but anyway, I think the bug is fixed with this. So if not, if you're still getting people running into the same problem, let me know. But please, please, please try to get some information for me so that I can try to reproduce the error. Let me know what browser they're using, what version of it, maybe even what operating system they're on or what device. That would really be helpful, because then I can go in and see if I can emulate that and then find out what library or object or whatever, or class is the one causing the issue. For the most part, if you load this up in a modern browser, it's going to work. I mean, all of the ones that I showed you on that screen, this one, I mean, you load up any of these guys with the green on there, which is all the major browsers. Edge, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Opera, the built-in Android browser, which I guess is kind of really just Chrome. Chrome for Android, Firefox for Android. Basically, almost every single major browser out there will do it, is supported. Just not Internet Explorer. So anyway, this will work. It'll get you past that loading screen, but I really don't recommend the use of Internet Explorer by anybody anymore for anything, really. I don't really see the benefit to it. I don't see how it helps you in any way. It's not more secure. If anything, it's less secure. So that's my take on it. That's the fix I put in for now. Like I said, let me know. Give me some feedback if you're still running into an issue, and I'll see what I can do about it.